I'm like, I call my parents twice a week. They already bitch at me because I don't contact them enough, and now Bob's making me hang up the damn phone. But it was a good excuse to get out of it. Thanks. Only joking, but yeah, that was fun.
Your mom came in there. I mean, your mom and dad have a unique chemistry. You can tell why they're still together.
Unique? Yeah, 48 years. That's unique. You got that right, brother.
My grandparents, they were married, longer than that, but, my grandfather died and my grandmother did, but I don't know, they had this unique chemistry.
I got something for you, and I'm not bullshitting you. You can ask them next time you see them. My mom and dad dated for 2 weeks and got married. 2 weeks.
No, I think my grandparents didn't date for too long. And they
2 weeks.
That's what people did back then, man.
Yeah, they had it, though. Like, my dad said to me one time, I'll get disowned if he ever listens to this, but I recommended that they did not listen because of all the fuck shit and fart noises that we do. But
oh, dude, you're going to be paying for my pizzas in the next 25 years.
My dad said, don't you ever tell your mom I said this, but you know why I married her? I said, no, because you loved her? And he says, because she's just fun. I really enjoy being around her. From the moment I was around her the first time, I just knew it. She's just fun. I'm like, shit, that's real fun 48 years later. And don't tell me any of the facts of that fun, because I don't want you to ruin my appetite. But apparently, she is fun. So, yeah, 48 fucking years these people have been married. Working on 49 in July. It's crazy shit, dude. 2 weeks they dated. And they got married twice. Because they were going to have their wedding. But then, and I don't remember entirely correctly, but they had to go to get the blood test and the marriage license. But for whatever reason, it was unavailable to them when they went to do this. So they went ahead and had their service one day on July the 1st, and then on July the 2nd, they went to the Justice of the Peace and had the real wedding, as far as the quote law is concerned. But yeah, these folks had been married almost 49 years after dating 2 weeks. Ain't that about a bitch? I've seen people get married after 5 years and only be married for 2 weeks. What the shit?
It is our generation where we are told to play the field, where we are told to look around the corner for something better. They identified something good at that time and seized it.
Well, yeah, and both my folks are good people.
Yeah, you got strong parents, and see, that's the thing people recognized years ago. And that, what's not to love about another person that's strong? Look at how many relationships go to the side because one person or the other didn't have any strength in the relationship.
And I'll tell you another thing, brother. Opposites do attract, because if you've noticed, my dad is a very quiet fella, but my mom.
That's what I was talking about, that unique chemistry.
Yeah, my dad is a very quiet fellow, but my mom could still be talking to you right now from yesterday when you went in there. If you hadn't walked back out the door, you were probably, if I'm guessing right, you were headed towards the door, probably stopped 2, maybe even 3 times, turn around, like backing up, got your keys in your hand, jingling that shit, trying to get out of that door, because mom's just shooting the shit with you. God bless her. I love you, Mom, if you hear this.
My grandparents, man, they, my grandmother was a big FDR Democrat, and my grandfather was a big Eisenhower and Reagan Republican.
Well, see, we didn't have that issue in my family. What we had is my mom was a big Alabama Roll Tide, and my dad was a big Georgia Bulldog.
So he ran to Florida.
You're damn right I did. My aunt, my dad's sister, works at the University of Auburn till this day, and my sister's a big-time Auburn fan. Theoretically, I should have been. We were just 20 miles up the road from Auburn, but I was like, nah, I'm not getting in this feud.
War chickens. But
except for that one year when Cam Newton was there doing his thing in his senior year, and then it was War Eagle.
And that other year, man, when they were banned from doing anything.
I'm going to tell you, dude, I think
in the 80s, I think.
Before we get too entirely wrapped up in
Don't
football.
get me talking about sports. God damn it.
It's all about Brutus's fans. I did it. I twisted him into sports talk. Congratulations, Kevo Booker.
Hey,
what I was going to say, though, the worst thing that they ever did, in my opinion, was get rid of Tommy Tuberville. This guy had his shit down, and now they've fucking blown it with everybody that's followed since. But anyway, yeah, I am truly a Florida Gator. Last night, we went to Atlanta, saw
that, man. You went to see local
went
team.
to see my Ridgeland High School Panthers play for the state championship.
Got that ass beat, didn't they?
Well, yes, and there's no two. I can make all the excuses I want, but let me say this. First of all, we were playing the defending state champions. They've been there 3 out of the last 4 years. These kids, you could tell they've been there before. They knew what was going on, first. Second, our team, it was just, that stage was overwhelming, and our offense has been very one-dimensional all year, but that one dimension has been a fantastic dimension because it's always worked. So that's the second thing. And then, finally, and here's the big problem. This is the reason we lost. Urban motherfucking Meyer was there last night, sitting there in the stands, because I'm pretty sure that Von Bell, who is the number 1 safety in the country, is going to go play for Ohio State. But we'd have won that game if Urban hadn't been there, and that's all I'm saying. Enough said. And I know that that's probably a joke, but in my eyes, fuck Urban. I wanted to go over and shake his hand and say, hey, Urban, thanks for telling us you were coming back, lying, quitting, blaming it on your heart and your family, and then going to Ohio State, you douche. All right, so that's enough sport talk. You got your clip lined up?
Yeah, I want to find, actually, before I play the clip, it's a very quick little piece. I want to find that sportscaster I was talking about.
Oh, yeah, find that idiot, man.
Yeah, I want to find that one. Let's see.
You need to look on there and find that Sam Jackson clip from last night on SNL so our listeners can hear what we were talking about.
Let's see.
I posted that shit. I couldn't believe it, dude. I stopped my shit, backed it up. God bless DVR and being able to reverse TV and all that shit. I must have watched that shit 15 times. I was like, oh my God, that's hilarious. And it wouldn't have been as funny if Kenan Thompson hadn't done the way he did. But he was perfect. He nailed it. And Sam, I still, I'd like to say, of course, you know us. We're conspiracy kind of guys. And I'd like to say that Sam Jackson just fucked up and said that. But honestly, I think Sam might have meant to say that. And I think they may have just let the dump button slip and then said, whoops.
Oh, well, man, they got to give a big old promise they're not going to do that. They really do. And it's like, I'm not going to do that, blah, blah. Then, people, they do it all the time now. But
well, it's easier to apologize later than ask permission first.
Here's Rob Parker from ESPN's panel.
What's his name again?
Rob Parker.
Rob Parker.
Yeah, he's suspended now. I'm glad his dad says. So here we go.
Talking to some people down in Washington, D.C., and my question, honestly, friends of mine, right, who were around in some of the press conferences, people I've known for a long time. But my question, which is just a straight, honest question, is he a brother or is he a cornball brother?
What does that mean?
Yeah, explain that. Well, he's not really, okay? He's black, he kind of does the thing, but he's not really down with the cause. He's not one of them. He's kind of black, he's in the, but he's not really like the guy you want to hang out with because he's off to something else.
Why is that your question?
Well, because that's just I find out about him. I don't know because I keep hearing these things. We all know he has a white fiance, and which there's no information at all. I'm just trying to dig deeper into why he has, because we did find out with Tiger Woods Tiger Woods was like, I got black skin, but don't call me black. So people got a little wonder about Tiger Woods early on about him.
What do RG3's braids say to you?
Now that's different because to me, that's very urban and makes you feel like, I think he would have a clean cut if he was more straight lace or not. Like wearing braids is, you're a brother. You're a brother if you got braids on.
Stephen A., what's your take on this?
Let me say this.
I ain't touching this with a 10-foot pole.
Where we just went.
That was another black man saying that.
Let me say this. I'm uncomfortable with where we just went.
Dan, that's why Mr. Rob Parker got his ass suspended.
No, dude, check this out, though.
You know, just like Rush
Look. That's like saying, look, Bryant Gumbel learned to speak the English language properly, so he's not black.
Come on, dude.
What the fuck is that?
We got the biggest black nerd. We got Urkel as president. Come on.
Yeah, right? I mean,
But
well,
let me let you listen to.
No, don't say that because look, agree with his politics or don't.
He's not.
Obama's
Urkel.
a better looking fella than Steve Urkel. Still to this day, I don't care what you say. You can argue with me. I'll go to my grave with that one.
Okay, he's a messenger of death. Here we go.
And he doesn't talk like this. Oh, did I do that? So.
Now this is the conservative Flava Flav, man.
All right, first of all, that is an oxymoron.
No, you got to listen. Here
there is no conservative Flavor Flav, but okay.
Oh, yeah, I started again. He's in his workout room.
Hello, and welcome to Common Sense TV. I'm your host, the Doctor of Common Sense. You know what our topic is today? We're going to talk about cornball brothers. Since Mr. Rob Parker from ESPN seems to think that RG3, which is our outstanding young man, is a cornball brother. So this is the problem with liberal blacks. They want to call every black man who takes care of his family, every black man who is responsible, speaks proper grammar, speaks proper English, and seems to be dedicated to work and being a responsible citizen, and not on the Democrat plantation. They seem to think that he's a sellout. He's not down for the cause. So technically what they're saying is that if you're a responsible black man, if you're a black man who likes taking care of your own family, or if you don't have a family, you're responsible enough to go to work and be committed to one woman, you are a sellout and you're not down for the cause. Or if you're not talking the jive lingo. And believe me, I like to talk a little jive myself. But you must learn how to separate your stupidity. You're going to label every black man who's not a Democrat, every black man who speaks properly, or just say he's a little proper when he speaks. He's a cornball brother, or he's a sellout. He's an Uncle Tom. Because he has decided that the American dream means going out, working hard. You can be successful. He has decided that the Democrats are nothing but a bunch of slave owners who want to continuously keep you on their plantation. And as soon as you start thinking for yourself, being an independent thinker, they will try to label you as a cornball brother. Now I hope RG3 doesn't let these clowns get to him, and he ignores these clowns. See, this is what happens sometimes in the black community. They will start getting in your head, and some of these people start failing because they are trying to please all these dumb Negroes who want them to act like they act. Let me tell you some of the people who had this problem. Whitney Houston, when she first came out, you remember? She was pristine. She was singing. White community and black community liked her. The white community took in and embraced. They liked her music. She was clean cut. She was very elegant. So she let the black people get in her head so much, and I firmly believe that's the only reason she married Bobby Brown. Because she let a bunch of dumb Negroes tell her that she was selling out, sounding white, even though she was